Good morning, students. So today's topic is flow of execution. There are three types of flow of execution in Python. Number one is sequential statements. Second is selection or conditional statements, and third is iterations or looping constructs. In sequential, the first one is sequential statements is simply mean that statements will be executed in a serial order in which they are written. Suppose in my program there are 4 statements, then they will be serially executed. The statement that is written at serial number 1, that is written first, will be executed first. Then next second statement will be executed, then next third statement will be executed, then next fourth statement will be executed. That means statements are being executed in a sequence from 1, 2, 3, 4. They will be executed in the sequence in which they are written. This means these are called as sequential execution of the program. So all the statements written in a program are by default executed in a sequential fashion. Like in this program, the first statement, program to compute the area of a circle. This is the comment. So this will be ignored by the computer. Computer first go to this statement, check that this is a comment, and then ignore it. Then it will go to the second statement, check that this is an input statement, it is taking input from the user. So at this statement, computer will demand input from the user. It will show a message on the screen, enter the radius of the circle, and then user will fill the radius of circle, and then computer will store it in R. So this way second statement will be executed. Then the Python compiler or computer will go to the third statement. Then it will calculate, do some computation, area of a circle it will calculate, and then store after computation, store the value of area in this variable area, and in the fourth statement it will print this. So this is known as sequential execution. That means statements are executed in sequential fashion. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next flow of execution is known as selection or conditional statement. As its name suggests that this is a conditional statement. Conditional means these statements are executed based on some condition. If condition is true, then statements will be executed. If condition is false, then this will be ignored. So the simplest example of this is if statement. In if statement, there is a condition written against the if statement. If this condition is true, then these statements written below the if will be executed. And these statements are written after giving some space here, so known as indentation, after giving the indentation. So the statements will be considered as inside the if statement, or we can say that these statements make up the body of the if statement. So these statements will be executed only when if condition is true. Only when if condition is true. Example is this: we have taken input from the user of his age. So age will be stored in age variable. Now we are checking in the second statement that whether age is greater than 18. If age is greater than 18, if it is true, then the statement inside the if will be executed. If the age entered by the user is greater than 18, then it is printed on the screen eligible to vote. Otherwise, it is not printed. So this is the simple if statement. Understand? In another example, enter a number. If it is greater than 0, then it will be printed number is positive. Otherwise, nothing will be printed. So this is the simple if statement known as conditional statement. There are some other variants of if statement, and another variant of if statement is if else statement. If else statement, in this type of construct, if condition is true, then some statements are executed which are written below the if, and if condition is false, and if condition is false, then another set of statements can be executed. So in this example, if age is greater than 18, in this example, if age is greater than 18, then printed eligible to vote. If it is not greater than 18, that means if the condition is false, then else construct will be executed and it will show print non-eligible to vote. Non-eligible to vote. So this is known as if else construct. That means if condition is true, then statements written inside the if are executed, and if condition is false, then statement written inside the else will be executed. So this is the another construct, if else constructs. This also we have studied in class here. Another variant of this else if statement is if elif statement. If elif statement, if number of conditions are more than 2, number of conditions are more than 2, then we use an if elif statement. Then there is several conditions. So condition 1, if condition 1, if condition is true, then some statements are executed. If another condition is true, elif, it will be written in elif. If another condition is true, then some other statements are executed, and then go to the next condition, elif, if it is also false. If first condition is false, then it will go to the second condition. If second condition is false, then it will go to the third condition. If third condition is true, then the statements written below that will be executed, and if that is also false, then the statements written in the else clause will be executed. So there can be number of conditions before the else clause. If any of the conditions written above the else clause will be true, then those statements will be executed. Otherwise, if all the conditions written above the else are false, that means neither of the conditions written above else will be true. No, none of them is true, then else will be executed. Another example of this is that we take an number, input and a number from the user and stored it in the number. If number is greater than 0, we will print number is positive. If it is less than 0, we will print in negative. Otherwise, we will print it 0. Another example can be enter a color from the user. User has input the color and we put it in the signal variable. If signal equal to red, that means if color inputted by the user is red, or then we print straw. If elif, else if. Otherwise, if signal, that means color inputted by the user is orange or capital orange, then we will print be slow. Or if it is green, then print go. So this way, there are 3 conditions depending on the color. If it is red, then stop. If it is orange, then be slow. And if it is green, then go. So this is the third construct of if. So these all are known as conditional statements. Simple if statement, if else statement, then if elif statements. This is another example for function calculator using if elif statements, in which multiple conditions are used. In this program, what we have done, that we have taken input enter value 1, enter value 2. We have taken 2 values from the user, and store both values in val1 and val2. Val1 and val2 are two variables. Then in third statement, we have taken any operator from the user. We say user to that please enter any operator plus minus multiplication or division. So user have inputted any operator and we have stored it in O. So we have three things: value 1, value 2 and operator in OP. Now depending upon the operator, if OP is equal to plus, if it is plus, then we will add both the values and put it into the result. Else if it is not plus, then we go to the else clause. Else clause and we check that whether OP equal to minus. If it is minus, then what we will do? We will again check which value is greater, val1 or val2. If val1 is greater than val2, then result will be val1 minus val2. Else result will be val2 minus val1. So we will subtract smaller number from the greater one. Elif, another clause is the operator is multiply, then multiply both the values and put it in the result. Elif, another clause, that means this is the fourth condition. First plus condition, second minus condition, third multiply condition, and fourth is elif if OP equal to divide. Then what we will do, if val2 is 0, again if one number is 0, then we say to the user that please enter another value other than 0, and otherwise we will print val1 by val2. And else if any of the condition, any of the condition is not true, if none of the condition is true, then else clause will be executed and it will write is enter any one of the operator plus minus multiplication or division. That means no valid operator is inputted by the user. This way we can print the result. So this is another example of nested if. So we have seen three conditional constructs. First one is simple if, another one is if else, and third one is if elif else. So these are three constructs which are known as conditional constructs. Now let us see another are looping constructs. So in another class we will learn this looping construct.